What's up, Comic Universe? DPZ rolling solo, and I know it's a little late, and the big game is still going on as of this recording, or whenever C-Dubs posts this. Yeah, so we're gonna do a little trailer roundup for you guys, or at least I am. C-Dubs has got something planned that's also going to involve the other things shown during the big game, as you guys know, there's more than just trailers, but I'm going to give you the trailer stuff real quick, and just rapid fire because it was mostly TV spots, and I gotta say, Dubs, I know you're watching this, and I was right, because it's kind of funny. I was kind of half right, half wrong, because Dubs and I were talking the other day about basically like the news for the Child's Play remake, which is funny because the original continuity now is going to be a TV show on Sci-Fi and still making movies, so I guess the remake and it's a long thing. But anyway, I kind of said the comment of, well, maybe it'd be, since we're getting posters and all that, maybe we're getting maybe we're going to get like a Super Bowl TV spot. Maybe that's in the realm of possibility. And his response was, no, there's no way a horror show or anything horror-related is going to get a TV spot. Well, we got several horror-related things. And while we didn't get Child's Play, what we did get was several other horror-related things, all of which are very popular, and so I was kind of right. I was half right. That horror did actually play more than the superhero stuff. So let's actually talk about the horror stuff real quick, starting off with the several TV spots of for these upcoming movie of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, directed by Guillermo del Toro. For those who are not in the know of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, basically what it is based off of an old book series that were all these short horror anthologies. Basically, it was creepypasta before it was before there was a creepypasta. And yeah, Del Toro is directing this horror anthology right from the TV spots. There were several. I was like, God damn, they've got... Oh, I'm already getting like flashbacks because some of those stories did scare the shit out of me as a kid. And I'm really looking forward to seeing where Del Toro goes with this. I've been really looking forward to this for a while. This has been in production for a long time coming, so I'm really looking forward to it. I believe it's coming out in August. So from all the posts I saw and all the TV spots, everything looks great. I think they're going to follow the first book, the first volume, for the most part. I don't think they're going to cherry pick from the other volumes. I think they're just going to start with the first one, and I think there's a total of 5 volumes, if I remember right. But anyway, so there you go. Moving on now to the TV spot of Us, which didn't give us a lot more, but it did give us that there's probably a deeper plot going on around them than this whole doppelganger story. And still, Jordan Peele clearly knows how to do horror, because I loved his whole thing with of talking about the Twilight Zone. I'm a huge Twilight Zone fan, and Jordan Peele, I think, is the right guy to do this. So, to have him in Rod Serling's role, I think he killed it. And the whole intro of how they did of how they introduced the Twilight Zone trailer, oh, that was so good. So, I'm really looking forward to that. But going back to Us real quick, I really enjoy where they're going with this direction. Get Out was really good and had a lot more on just below the surface, and I feel like Us is going to be the same way. Yeah, so totally. Hobbs and Shaw just looks insane. Just gonna throw that out there right now. Hobbs and Shaw just looked friggin' insane. I gotta be honest, I gotta be real with you guys, I'm not the biggest Fast and Furious guy. I am never really been the biggest Fast and Furious guy. So it's just another movie to me. Like, if you're excited for Hobbs and Shaw, that's totally fine, no problem. Me personally, I was just like, okay, I saw the full version trailer on YouTube about a couple of days ago, so I'm fine. This is all right. But I know Fast and Furious has a major fan base, so I'm more power to you guys, essentially, for that. Anyway, so now let's talk about the two big trailers that everyone and their mother is talking about, and that is Captain Marvel and, of course, Avengers Endgame. So, Captain Marvel, again, it doesn't really give us a lot. They've been kind of showing us a lot of the same images, and I guess they don't want to spoil anything for the movie, because, again, this movie's supposed to lead us right into Endgame, so I can understand why we've been getting a lot of the same trailer images here again and again, so I can respect that, because, again, I believe, you know, Captain Marvel and Endgame, those are the two movies that are really going to be playing the closest to the chest, for the most part, until we get past those two movies. Even, I think we might get more of Far From Home before we get more of Captain Marvel in Endgame, honestly, at this point. But yeah, it looks nice. I'm also, like, I know they're showing more of her smiling, which, I don't know why were people so pissed off about her not smiling in the past two trailers? Like, why did that need to be a thing? Why were people pissed off if she didn't smile? Batman doesn't smile. Or Superman didn't smile in all those trailers, and you didn't get, you know, and no one raised a fuss about... Well, actually, no, they did raise a fuss about that in the movie, but still, like, no one batted an eye or complained when Superman didn't smile in any of the Man of Steel trailers, or the Justice League trailers, or the BVS trailers. No one batted an eye about that. No one got pissed off when Wonder Woman didn't smile in her trailers. Well, no, she did smile, but in BVS, no, you didn't see her smile and what scenes they had of her in those trailers. But no one batted an eye about that. Whatever. And again, I realize, you know, saying earlier, Batman, you know, getting mad about Batman doesn't smile. I'm aware Batman is not the smiling type. I'm fully aware. But anyway, so let's talk about the big one, Avengers Endgame. Oh boy. This really looks like, this trailer really shows of what has happened. It also doesn't help that it shows all the characters that got decimated from Thanos' snap. So yeah, that opening scene of all the characters who got snapped out of existence, that was an extra kick in the gut from Marvel now, wasn't it? Now, what I like about this TV spot is that this really shows of it gives you a glimpse of what happened after what is now known as the decimation from Thanos. So, I like that they're actually acknowledging this, they're acknowledging this whole storyline, and, you know, fully acknowledging this world that people now live in. I also like that we still have Rocket on Earth, and Nebula and Tony Stark working together. Again, going back to what Feige said, is that we're not going to be seeing, if any, from TV spots and trailers. It's mostly going to be from the first, like, act of the movie, like, only bits and pieces of the first act of the movie. So I'm all on board for this. And yeah, we didn't see Thanos at all in this TV spot, which is fine, because we hardly saw Thanos in the first trailer. I don't think you need to showcase Thanos a lot in these trailers. This is a very personal story. This is the end game of, you know, what of the Avengers have been building, you know, what the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been building to all this time. So, yeah, I don't mind if you don't showcase one of the best parts of not just the movies, but the, you know, the film franchise as it is for the while. I don't even need to see Thanos at all. I know he's the bad guy. I know he is the, you know, the end game the Avengers have to fight to save the, you know, to save the world and, you know, the rest of the MCU. You don't need to show me him. I already know what he looks like. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is pretty much my little overview of all the little TV spots here and there. All in all, pretty good. Kind of a small haul. Actually, I think this was actually just slightly larger than last time's, last big game's, trailer turnout, but at least we had stuff to talk about here. So you guys tell us in the comments below, what did you guys think of what did you think of these trailers for from the big game? Did you guys like them? Did you guys hate them? What movies were you also hoping to see? What movies were you hoping to see also in the lineup? Me personally, I was kind of hoping for a trailer for the new Terminator movie. That was the one I was looking forward to. But anyway, if you're new here, remember to Hulk smash that subscribe button and be a part of Earth's My Subscribers. I'm DPZ, and we will see you right here once more in the Universe.